Welcome to Warrior Within Show, where we embark on a journey of finding the strength within us all, exploring the battles, the triumphs, and the resilient warriors in the society. Join us as we are on a journey to empower, to break stigma, to heal, and find the warrior within. I'm your host, Wilda. It's Warrior Within Show. I'm your host, Wilda Magenya, where we embark on a journey of finding the strength within us all, exploring the battles, the triumphs, and finding the resilient warriors in our society. Join us as we embark on a journey to break stigma, heal minds, empower, and find the warrior within. Today in studio at Adjective, we have a warrior with us. His name is Dominic Mori. Dominic Mori, can you just tell our viewers about yourself?
My name is Dominic Mori, a current student at Kenya Institute of Mass Communication, a resident in Nairobi, Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Mori, who are you? Where do you come from? Can you just tell us a story about yourself so that people can get to know you? Yeah, how did you grow up? Where did you study while growing up? How was your childhood? And where you are at now?
Now, apart from being a student, I'm a son, I'm a brother, I'm a cousin, I'm a grandson. Okay, my originality is from Uganda. My dad is a Ugandan. My mom is a Luya, that's Maragoli from Viga County. You see, I've lived all my life in Kenya, that is in Viga County, and most of the time I've been studying there. I went to my primary school in Viga County, my high school there, so after that, I just moved to Nairobi for my college studies. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I landed to Kenya Institute of Mass Communication, the school of my choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what's your story?
Yeah, okay, while growing up, people pass through lots of stages. Yeah, we have this adolescence, then you come to adulthood. You know, during this part of adolescence, you need to surpass some changes that you don't even know how to maybe manage them. No, you are used to your smooth face, then all of a sudden you are getting pimples. Yeah, you're used to your soft voice, all of a sudden you are
get a deep voice.
Like whenever you are talking, people are thinking like, kwani ameingia kwa drum or something of the sort.
Yeah.
Like you umezoea that small voice there. Although me, while growing up, I didn't have a bass. I was having that small voice all over. So people are like, look at the way he's talking, look at the way he's behaving. You know, people will start questioning you. Yeah, because they think like everybody should have a bass.
Yes.
Na mimi I didn't have that bass. So while growing up in primary school, people are like, naongea ka academic, some questions. Yeah. So from there I went to Munzazi High School.
Oh.
Yeah, you know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Munzazi High School. I joined Munzazi High School when I was in Form 2 from Vialo.
Oh.
Yeah, Vialo, I was a day scholar, and I was like, okay, the school was kind of friendly. So when I moved to Munzazi High School, I think it was now a hostile environment for me. That's when I started thinking like, oh, this being an adult is something else, something new. So I just had to cope with something that I've never even gone through. You know, meeting people, different culture, different
upbringing.
Yeah, different upbringing. I think schools, like me, sometimes I do think like schools kind of overrated because you meet with different people who you don't know how they have been raised. So there's this time I wasn't that social, and I was maybe a class secretary, you know, the prefects. Sometimes prefects being hated in school was a real thing. Yeah. So after that, after being appointed the class secretary, I was kind of doing my work. You know, you are giving responsibility to make sure that class is on stand. So you just have to do whatever the teachers and the other staffs want you to do. So I was doing the same thing that they wanted me to do. I was not on the student side most of the time, so I just had to do some things right. It seems like doing that, it made me like an enemy to my other students. So I was like having 2 to 4 friends. You know, the
issues because I know.
Yeah, my social life now came down, rambling down, and I was like, okay, good to keep 2 or 3 real friends. Now the problem came when I was just about to sit for my KCSE exam. So we have rehearsals before the KCSE. You need to arrange your lockers, you need to know where you are sitting, the stickers zenye zinawekwa kwa locker.
Yes.
So that same day, I had 2 friends. One of them was called Shem Kakaya, the other one was Ivan Alwins. I remember their names very well because they were my closest friends. So that night, I really don't know what happened because I just had noise from the dormitory. Like, we are only from 4 around. Immediately, the door closed. People are like on me. They were very hostile on me, throwing my things outside the dormitory. Like, they are like, you are a Ugandan, you are coming to Kenya to ruin our boys, we were just attached. Like, I know you have this one friend of yours. Like, people may even think you people are sisters. Like, you are very attached.
Yes.
So I was kind of attached to these 2 boys called Shem and Ivan. So they thought like there's something in between, with this era of Generation Z, the LGBTQ stuff. Yeah, so they thought like something was going on. Yeah, we were having
romantic relationship with your friends.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they were like, they are throwing me out of the dormitory. And mark you, it was 2 a.m.
Ooh. And that's the period where you're supposed to do your national exams.
The day tomorrow we are supposed to be doing it tomorrow. So this day we are doing rehearsals. Can you imagine the trauma that I went through, the stigma that I went through? So at 2 a.m. they threw my things outside, and I was like, okay, let me just go to the guard and make sure that everything is sorted because hata wamenishikia chuma, it's now going to be brutal. Then the guard called the deputy because the deputy was staying in school, teachers' quarters. And the deputy was like, we are going to solve that stuff tomorrow. Me, I'm sleeping. I was like, let me I want to spend another minute in this school.
Because you felt like your life
was in danger. Yeah. So I just had to go outside the school. The guard was kind of not going to school, not going outside the school at that time, but I was like, no, I just have to go out because my life is not safe here and the deputy is not even coming to see what is happening. I just had to sneak out of school through the fence. Yeah. I sneaked out, went home, like...
So, okay, your home was just up close, not really far?
Yeah, it was not that far. And that terrain, the terrain was like bushy, Tiriki land.
I know even where the school
vegetation.
is.
So I went home, met my mom there, and she was like, are you sick? Because I always have that condition, heart condition. And she was like, did you fall asleep when you were in school? She's looking outside to look where the teachers are because
it's at night.
Yeah.
You are supposed to start your national exams the next day. And here you are, people are, the school where you are even a leader, they are really against you. They want even to fight you. So your life is a threat. And the next thing you think about is escaping from school and going home at night.
Yeah, because they always find comfort in my mom because she's the only person who knows me well. So she's looking outside and she's not seeing anybody around. She's like, what are you doing here at this time of the night? And I was like, I'll just explain it to you. Let me just take a rest. I just sat down and I was like, so how am I even going to explain to my mom what has happened in school? She calls the deputy was like, your son ametoroka shule, we don't even know what's happened. So I just woke up in the morning. You
didn't explain to the teacher what happened?
But the teacher was called by the guard and he was not like, I'm not coming there till tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yet all the other students, they are out. They want
fracas,
to beat you, the fracas. So the teacher even did nothing to stop the fracas and just calm the school and also know what is happening between the students or what really happened.
He did not even show up.
He just put a cold shoulder on it and was like, okay.
Yeah. So from there, I just woke up in the morning, like I didn't even carry my uniform. I went to school with my civilians and I just sat for my KCSE. I remember we started with paper 1. English, and whatever I just wrote there was what happened the other night. I think they even helped me get content to write in my conversation sometimes. Because even if it was not for them, I don't know
you
what I would
couldn't
have
have content.
Yeah. Like they made me even pass my English test.
Ooh,
I didn't
wow.
even have an idea if it's going to happen that way. But at the back of my mind, I was thinking like, how me I'm going to fail.
Yeah.
KCC, the trauma, the stigma.
Yeah.
You know, I was even sitting alone in school, like at the corner of the library alone.
Doing the exams.
Not even the exams, like, you know,
Or do you,
the interaction time. I was not even interacting with anybody. The school workers are against me, the students are against me, the teachers are against me. That's like you are just that one person alone. So I was just figuring myself, like I'm in an island living alone. Okay, but I transferred it. I think I survived. Yeah, because I passed my KCC eventually. If I would have failed, I don't know what would have happened. I would have committed suicide maybe.
No, wouldn't say that.
Because I was looking forward to being a teacher, by the way. I wanted to be a teacher after high school. But whatever happened to me, that's my deputy principal did not turn out to come and save me. He did not want to be my guardian angel. So it's not like me, I'm not going to be a teacher if that's what teachers do.
You encountered betrayal.
Yeah.
Because you were like, I am a leader. I have helped in bringing sanity and also order in this school. So you were expecting maybe the teachers to be on your side.
Yes.
Yes, they were against you. How did that just make you feel?
Maybe I do hate betrayal.
Everybody hates betrayal.
Yeah,
and
that's
I know
what-
betrayal really hurts deep.
Yeah, I felt like the people that I want to, I'm looking forward to be a teacher, so they can like my role models. So I was like, me, I cannot be a teacher because teachers do not even, I don't know, they do not relate. That's what I thought. Teachers do not relate.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want to hear from this side. You know, after that, they told me to write a letter explaining what happened. So it was like, Mr. Deputy, you would have come and see what was happening. Why am I even writing the letter? In the first place, I'm not going to write it. If you want, give me a suspension because I'm not going to do it. If these are my last days in school and you're not going to deny me doing my KCSE, that's what I know. Yeah, I've never gone back to that school, by the way. Even my living certificates, I just sent my mom. I've never gone there. Even if I meet them, never say hi to them.
And what about your two friends?
My two friends. Okay, one of them joined Egerton University and we are doing journalism. Tunafanya journalism.
The three squad.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, the first one, Shem. Mwenye walikuwa anasema sasa we are into that thing together. So, anafanya journalism hapa Egerton. And the other one ako hapa RTI anafanya electrical engineering. Yeah, so this one were hapa Nairobi. We met, like we were talking till sijui tulipoteana. But the other guy we just lost contact that way. Yeah.
Wow. It's really a really touching story where we are talking about betrayal and also where your safety is at risk where it should be, where you should feel safe. Because I really can't imagine what if something bad had happened to you when you were running away from school, and even the teachers did not even care, did not even follow up to know where you are, yet you are supposed to do your exams. Now let's talk now about that exam period. How was it for you? Because now you are telling me, I just love how you just brought it. There is always a happy ending in everything. Despite all that drama is the one that gave you the content to write in your exam. Then plus that, you are where you are because of what you experienced, and you are really grateful for the experience. Now, how was the experience during the exam? Because you passed the exams very well, despite whatever you had encountered. How was it?
Okay, me I've been thinking, okay, whatever is happening in your life, whatever it's happened, maybe, I don't know, maybe you're passing through a hard time. You can make lemonade from the lemons, that people serve you. Yeah, the stones that people are throwing at you, you can use that one to make a strong foundation. So I use that notion to make me like strong.
Wow.
Like people are not talking to me, okay, let me use that time to study.
Wow.
You're not talking to me, let me study so that I know that vectors that I do not know.
Wow.
You are secluding me, let me read this textbook that I maybe I miss some pages, let me do that so that I keep myself busy. I'm not going to think about you people, let me think about myself, because you're not going to give me my final certificate. You're not neck. Yeah, if I start now stressing myself over this stuff, then I'm not.
You are going to fail,
yeah,
and even they're not even going to help you. So at the end of the day, you chose yourself.
Yeah.
You chose that loneliness as a way of studying so that you can pass your exams. You chose that betrayal as a way of triumphing through all these challenges, right?
Yes. So I use their own lemons to make my own lemonade. Yeah, because I was even asking myself, they are calling me names. What if I fail? I think they come and check my result.
Say,
yeah,
it
was true. It was
Yes.
true. You see what? He was even stressed, and that made him fail. Yeah, but I came out triumphant, and I was like, okay, then maybe God used this to make me strong, something of the sort.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're really a strong person, because if it were me, right now I could just be crying. And when we were starting, you said growing up, when everybody was undergoing that adolescent period, they say that for girls your hips widen, and for boys your voice deepens. And now for you, it didn't happen. All those changes didn't happen to you. And do you think that kind of now your voice not deepening and just talking like a girl, I should say, that is what made them think that way?
Maybe, I don't know, but whatever I've been thinking is that you people should never judge people according to the way they look.
It's true. It's true. The society should never judge people according to the way they look, because you'll never know a person until you interact with that person.
Me remember my parents were having hard time, and our son is not passing through whatever other children are passing through. Now, like, okay, let's take him to the hospital. Like I was taking to the hospital,
It's
and
just the voice deepening part.
the voice, like nothing was even changing. Yeah, I was just there. Yeah, so they took me to the hospital. I was given the injection, like hormonal injections. Then I was like, you should have been patient. I'm only 18. Maybe it's going to deepen maybe when I'm 20 or 25 there. Why are you even rushing me? These things should not be rushed. Like, maybe it's God's plan so that I have this small voice. I don't know. But they thought maybe it's kind of hormonal.
And I think maybe your parents acted out of I don't know, should I say pity or concern of you, because they were thinking maybe it was really affecting you. So to avoid that, maybe they thought they can have a solution to that.
Oh, by bringing me to the hospital so that I can be given the hormonal shots.
But when we are talking, I can just feel that little voice.
Yeah, so it just came. That's something.
And you can say that that hormonal injection did not have a part in that.
No.
It just came.
Things be happening naturally.
At its own time, right?
Or
Or should I be concerned now that I don't have hips?
maybe you should not. Maybe they will come at at your own.
Because we are still growing. They always say every day is a growth until the day you die.
Exactly. Like me never thought I even talk this way. It reached a point where I just had to maybe accept my voice. I was doing this public speaking when I was still in high school, and people are like, that car voice anyway. And I was like, this gives you attention, then I have to use it for my own
advantage.
Yeah, it gives you attention.
I love that spirit.
Yeah, and they were choosing me. If you want to do a public speaker, please bring Dominic. He's going to do it perfectly. Even right now when I talk.
Good English.
Oh, thank you. Of course, I'm in Kenya Institute of Mass Communication. I just have to have good English.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. So even right now, when I'm doing my production there at Kenya Institute of Mass Communication, I was even self-doubting myself, and I was like, you don't have a good voice, you don't know what I'm going to do, and I'm here. I'm a journalist, people have to hear me. So sometimes when we are placed in a group, they're telling me like, you're going to be the presenter. I'm like, you just want to fail. Do you want to fail? Then I'm like, okay, let me just give it a try. Then my lecturers are like, you have a good voice. I'm like, and I'm here doubting myself. So I just
someone saw now the good part in you, because nobody. One thing I will just say about life is not everybody will attack you, and also not yourself with people who accept you for who you are, and also you don't also have to explain to everybody. Like, now this is me. I am Dominic. I am Wilda. Let people come to your space and get to know you. So now we are talking about now building your confidence. After now the lecturer impact in your self-esteem and confidence.
I came out and said I'm not obligated to answering people the way I'm talking. If you want to think whatever you want to think, that's your mind. I'm not going to tell you to think whatever I want you to think of me. If you want to think I'm a stone, it's okay. If you just say blue,
because that's your perception of me, but I have my own.
Exactly. Like sasa mimi nianze kukuambia you are dark, and you know yourself you're not dark. So should you try telling me that, look at it in this perspective, I'm kind of light skinned. Will you do that? No, you know yourself that you are light skinned. So why should you even feel obligated to be telling me that you're a light skinned? Of course I have my own eyes. Whatever I see with my own eyes is whatever I'm going to think of you. You are not going to change whatever I'm thinking of.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's really true. Now, during that stage of your life of self-doubt, of betrayal, and also of isolation from people, how was your relationship with your parents?
I would say that my mom was there for me. Whatever he was passing through, she was like, son, this is life. You're not going to get everything that you want on a silver platter. Sometimes you just have to fight for it.
Yes.
So if you think like people are against you, stand up, face them, face your problems head on. Like no one is I will not be there forever to cover you up. And I think she was true, because my mom passed away. Yeah, I think some days, some months. And
some months ago.
Yeah, I still have that fresh wound.
I'm really sorry for your loss.
And so it was like, okay, Mommy amesema, I'm going to follow her, because
if your mom believes in you.
Yeah, and you know, my mom was my role model, kinda. I was just looking at like the way she's raising her children. I was like, I really need to be like strong like her, because even her career pathway, alikuwa anapata hizo. You know, when you are a lady and you are fighting men, sometimes it becomes hard, and some ladies do give up. Yes. But she did not give up. So I was like, okay, if she managed. Imagine being called for an interview as a lady. Okay, nowadays things have changed quite actually, because if you are a lady and you are called in an interview, like 5 male, automatically the lady is going to get the job. But hapo nyuma kidogo it was kind of different. You know, the male chauvinism.
Yes.
Yeah, so the male would have gotten the job and the lady would have not gotten the job, because they thought like women are vulnerable, something of the sort. They thought that women were weak. Yeah, that was what made me strong. Yes.
And how your relationship with your siblings, how has it been?
You know, I'm a firstborn.
Oh.
Yeah, so I just had to maybe be there for my other siblings, like really strong. You really do not have to give up, because some people are actually looking up to you.
Yes.
Like they want you to be successful, so that they can say like, my brother is maybe a doctor or something of the sort. So I just had to be very strong for them. Yeah, but they were supportive. Yeah, in a way.
It's good. Our viewers, we really have a really touchy story here with Dominic, where he is talking about reaching a stage in life where people had to even question his sexuality just because he didn't have a deep voice. Yet it was not even his fault, because as human beings, it's just a matter of evolving, and everybody has his own time, and not everything that was written in the book all about adolescent evolution that is going to happen to one person. So he has really talked about being also betrayed in a school where he did so much for that school, and this also made him to be lonely. But the one thing I really loved about his story is that he has said, when people give you lemons, make a lemonade that will hit. Despite all, he was a victor in that school. He became victorious because he is really studying a very prestigious course, journalism, in a very prestigious university, and also maintaining just a good relationship with also his family, and also his mother being his role model and not leaving him. Also, as we take a break, make sure you stay tuned as also we get to know more stories and learn more from Dominic's story. Thank you so much. After a short break, welcome back to Attack TV, the Warrior Within show, and today indeed we have a warrior, Mr. Dominic. Welcome back. Now I just want to ask you, you've said you are doing journalism.
Yes.
What inspired you to do journalism, and what has been your experience in your campus life?
What inspired me to be a journalist? I think journalists have this platform to be voice to the voiceless. Like I really need to give out voice to those people who cannot reach out to these other people. Like journalists are always voice to the voiceless. Yeah, that's what made me to be a journalist. Actually, I was even thinking of being a teacher because I wanted to impact knowledge on people. Whatever happened to me made me change my mind. Like, you people need to be educated. You need to know some things out here, they are not the way you think they are. Unless a journalist come out and do thorough investigation or thorough research on it, then journalists are the people who are most believed in this country, I think. Yeah, because people get hooked up watching the news. Like, me cannot come tell you that Mr. Uhuru is dead, or maybe the president is dead. Unless you just hear from the news, like breaking news, or deputy president or whatever is dead. Yeah.
So the reason why you went into journalism, it is because you felt the need to be a voice of the voiceless, the people who cannot defend themselves, the people who are in doubt of themselves, so that you can speak on their behalf and be heard, because you will be having a platform where you can be heard and also impact the generationals in life.
Yes, journalists are always free. Like, let's say you are having a YouTube channel, you are having maybe you are a host in a radio station or a TV station. You are free to invite anybody, any person who knows a topic very well.
Yes.
Yeah, so that person is going to give you an insight, like whatever is happening there in full details. Like, let's say we are talking about the sexuality.
Can you tell us about your experience in Kenya Mass?
Okay, I remember doing Kenya Institute of Mass Communication in 2021, so I had these perfect classmates till I deferred for 1 year. After deferring, I came back and I made this other lot. And there are new faces, new people, new perspectives in life. Like, I was like, maybe I think I'm older than these people here, so maybe I'm not getting them. So they were like, maybe this guy is talking. They even reached a point of maybe Pierre calling me the rainbow guy, and I was okay with that because it's not the first time it has happened. So I was like, Okay, I'll just go with it. So my social life got affected through the process. So I was not even socializing mostly with my classmates. Most of the time I was out alone. Like I had to find myself my earphones. Like whenever I'm in class and people are talking out there. Also, class when people are there and the teacher is not there, so people make their own stories. People get along. Yeah. So with me, I just got myself earphones, headphones, just put my loud music so I cannot get to hear whatever people are saying around the class. Yeah, so it affected me that way till they started saying that maybe I'm behaving too mature. I do not want to associate with them. I do not want to socialize with them. I do not want to talk to them. Little do they know that they are the people who are pushing me away. Yeah, like if you just whatever I'm doing, even if I'm sinning, you're not the person to judge me.
Yes.
Yeah. As
human beings, we are not in a position to judge.
Yes. So you cannot judge me here and ask them to excuse you. God is not going to ask you about my sins. Yeah. Ukifika huko,
it is you.
It's you and your own sins. Yes. It's either you go to heaven, if heaven exists, that is, if you go to heaven or hell, if any of those places exist. Yeah. So I've been thinking like people should kindly focus on their sins and let other people who are sinning do their sins maybe in peace. Yeah. Because you cannot tell me that people are 100% pure. Even this, our popes, our priests, our pastors, they're not 100% pure.
Sure.
There are sometimes they do something that even themselves, they know that this is sin before God, but I will go back to God and repent. But rather than just meeting somebody, you don't know my story, you don't know me, you just there judging me. Wait till you hear my story, then you'll be like, wait a minute, it was very wrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, it really affected your social life.
Yes.
So how was it being socializing or making friends in your adulthood?
I don't have friends. That's what I'm saying. I don't have friends. I do not have any person that I can say that this one is my friend.
Like when you are stressed, who do you run to first? Or when you have a pressing issue that you think you want to share with someone, you have nobody you can run to?
Yeah, you do not have anybody. People be thinking like, if you are stressed up, you have to look for your friends, you have to look for your pastors, you have to look for your relatives. Let me tell you something. I know you're going to find it weird. Sometimes you just sit down, like I'm stressed up, pick my phone, recharge, then I start calling random numbers. Just call a random number, and if that person is kind of friendly, we'll talk. Like, by the way, hi, I'm passing through this and this and this. Could you please advise me? There are some people who give good advices.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember there's a time these people who usually call and tell you that, hello, your line is registered with two names. You saw that you give me, hi, do you know whatever I'm passing through? You will never even call me telling me such. You want to call me money and I'm even I do not even know how I'm going to pay my rent. I do not even have food. Why are you even calling me, telling me that whatever you want to steal from me? Do you know my M-Pesa balance is 0.00? So the guy was like, oh, pole samahani brothers, and we just had a good talk. Nikamwambia about myself, and he was like, Pia, mimi, we are passing through a lot. We are graduates and we do not have a job, so this is the only thing we thought of doing. And I was like, do you people realize that you are stealing from others? Hakuna job.
Yes.
Rather than breaking some people's door, we find people who are not like
enlightened or knowledgeable.
Yeah, they do not know these things. So we just call them and do this stuff. And it was like, oh, yeah, that's good. I mean, you cannot even go to break doors. So you thought of a good thing, even if it's not good, it's immoral. I cannot maybe advise people to do that, but you tell them that life is that it's going to be easy the way you are taking life to be. Sometimes some of us are taking this life to be kind of hard
and serious.
Yeah, maybe sometimes I do sit and think like, okay, this month I have to pay rent and I do not know where I'm going to get the money. acha landlord afanye chenye atataka, sasa ni do. Yeah. So you just have to let it be.
Yeah.
Like people
and also let go, because if why stress over something that you have no control of?
Exactly. No, there's a friend of mine at the panel, and the name is so that maybe in the future I will not have problems like money, and the guy anaanza kusave 20, 30. Dude, you are starving yourself to death because you want to have surely
for tomorrow.
What if you die in the process? So you just eat that 20 shillings and maybe God is maybe something is going to happen and you get money in your save. Then you cannot inama because I'm saving my 100 shillings. Hey, let me just go, even if it's not a nice hotel, let me go to this Kibandaski, just treat myself. Yeah, sometimes we just do that because stress kills.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
And that is why we are having really high rate of young people nowadays dying. And someone was just not sick or what, but it's because of depression. People just reaching a point where they cannot shelve in whatever they are getting, and it reaches a point where they break down.
Yes.
Now I just want to ask you, now you have really suffered in the hands of people questioning your sexuality. Do you really think this has really affected your sexual life, or it has affected how you are even associating with people or your love life per se?
Okay, I don't know, but I don't know. It has not affected me in any way. What I know is that maybe it's very easy for me to make female friends. Like if you look at maybe let's say I said earlier that I do not have friends, but the people that I'm talking to, associating with, most of them are ladies, and during that process you find that some people, okay, let me not say some people, they kind of have that feeling, Yeah, so I'm like, right now I'm focused. I want to graduate. And I would really not like to mix some stuff with my studies. And right now, if you mix studying, relationships, economic crisis, my friend, you're going to die young.
It's true.
So I'm like, let me just finish school first.
Yes.
Make money. Then I'll know about relationship. Because I cannot handle someone's daughter and I cannot maintain her. Like, I cannot even afford your hair, like doing your hair, doing your nails, whatever. And these ladies of nowadays, everything is money. Like, me, I've never even where I'm living, I've never seen a lady washing the clothes by themselves. I don't know why. Maybe because I cannot allow somebody to wash my clothes because I feel like
But maybe they are so busy, so they need help.
Tell me why. A lady atakuwa na makucha 10 inches, alafu unaniambia that lady is busy to do their own laundry.
I'm busy. Maybe I'm so busy in the office, whatever.
Okay, that business of yours then. Okay, you people know how you people are. You know yourself the business you want to be. But what I know is that ladies are always free. These ladies are free. Like in my apartment, these people, they are jobless. They're not working. But if I keep on asking myself how they're paying, how do they even pay their rent?
That's now their problem. Now back to you. Yeah. Now can we just talk about now your social life? Have you found it hard to make friends, or even easier to make friends, or you just say that you're in a point where you don't? If I asked you about friendship, you say you have no friends.
Yes.
Why don't you have friends? Is it because you are fearing that whatever you went through, you're going to go through again, or it's just because it's just a personal choice where you decide, let me choose my peace? But now the question is it really possible as a human being to live not being attached to someone, about either a friend, either a lover or maybe your family? Is it really possible? Because I believe we all need someone. Like right now I'm talking to you, it is really so much therapeutic rather than I could just be sitting alone. Because from what you have shared, I've really learned a lot, and it's just like I feel like I'm bonding with you. What about you?
I have phobia. Like I just developed that phobia of having friends.
And that
like,
is as a result of the trauma.
The trauma that happened to me. Like I think, okay, I'd rather have these lots of girlfriends rather than having boyfriends. Because I'm afraid, like whatever that happened to me the previous time, like when I was in high school, it might come back and haunt me. So I'd rather do like have friends with girls. You know, sometimes I'm always okay, I don't know if it's sometimes, but I'm always attached. You know me, I can talk to you like let's say 2 days. If you vibe, believe me, I'll be very attached. Ukitoka, I'll be stressed. I'll be like, oh my god, she should be here right now. Where is she? Like me, I don't want to pass through that. Like if we live together, okay, it's okay. But we are just friends, we are living far away. Maybe let's say you are in Roysambu and I'm in Donholm. I'd be like, phone calls, text. No, that's not enough. I really need you close to me. Like I really need to see you physically. So I was like, the attachment is kinda not good to me. You know, I had this friend. Should I call her friend? This person that I just met online, and we were doing the same course. So alikuja akasema he has this thing we need to do together. It's kind of a documentary, and I was like, okay, it's good to help others, so let's do this. Believe me, the guy was like good, friendly, like a person that can help. You know, the friend that you would really want to have. One day, I got to attach and I was like, no, me, I'm not a friend guy. Hey, let me just be alone. We meet in class, you do your own, I do my own. After class, I go back to my house. Yeah, because sometimes I do get out of breath because of thinking of people. I remember this happened sometimes with my mom. Like, schools are closed. I go back home. Now this time to go back to school, and I'm attached to my mother. I nearly died. Like, I cannot breathe. I don't know if you are getting it. I don't know if it's normal.
No, it's normal. Everybody gets attached because actually I just have friends and I'm always attached to them. When they are sick or maybe we have not had a conversation for maybe a few days or weeks, I'll reach out and be like, are you okay? And I really understand where you have just said your coping mechanism to avoid being hurt by friends, it is just by choosing loneliness. Yes. I understand because at some point in my life I was like I had lost someone who I loved so much. So I was like, so that I don't get hurt the way I was hurt, I should not make any friendships because I will get attached, and when this person passes away or this person leaves me, I'm the one who end up getting suffered. But when I was in that era, I can't say that I was really okay because I really yearned to be in a moment where I have someone to call and talk about my issues, because sometimes stress cannot be only financial or whatever. You can just wake up and feel like it's like I'm having anxiety, but I don't know what is happening because everything is okay. So you feel like you have to talk to someone and that person is not there. So I resolved that. I was like, I became in a place, in a situation where I removed expectations from people. That made me easier bonding with them, where I don't care whatever they think about me, but how I feel about them. If I like you, Dominic, I don't care if you like me or you don't like me or how you view me, because the liking you in me it's so genuine. Then I should just seek friendship with you, or if we vibe, it's okay. If we don't, it's okay. And I don't expect you to be there for a lifetime or a short term. But anyway, life has to go on because we break bonds and we make bonds, and that is the beauty of life, because we have just to be attached to something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you talked about also social media.
Yeah, social media.
Social media. How has your interaction been with social media?
Believe me, I'm very friendly in social media.
You are that extrovert.
I'm very extroverted there. Like, I can talk to people, like, let's say 4 hours, and like, I'm not tired, I cannot run out of words. But when I'm with you like this physically, like, I cannot even give you 2 to 3 sentences. But when I do love going live, like Instagram. I always go live on Instagram so that I can talk to people. Sometimes I do, sometimes you just have to maybe come from your comfort zone and try doing something different. Like, there's a time I went live on Instagram. There's this guy from, let's say, he's not from Kenya. A guy out in Kenya was like, you always just talk a lot. I just put my phone there and I start talking. Like, I start telling people my experience. Like, today it has been this day. It's like it has rained. I was indoors the whole day. I just went down to my shopkeeper and my shopkeeper was this way. And like, I've just seen a new gadget and I do not have money to get it. And people are like, who are you even talking to? Like, watu hawako hapo, when you go live, let's say TikTok, so kuna those people that watakuja kujoin. Like, let's say mimi sasa I'm not a celebrity, so no one even knows me, so I just go talking to yourself. I just go there and I look myself in my screen and say, hey, life is difficult, so let's people take care of yourself. Like, this Nairobi is not safe. Economical resilience should be the thing to go. Like, everybody's passing through a lot, but if you have an extra coin, you can help those who are in need. Like, I feel like I'm just getting it out of my body. I feel like I'm choking.
Yes.
Rather than just getting somebody and
after that you've kind of
I feel relaxed, I feel good. I just switch off my phone, get some rest, drink some water, read a novel, and my day is just done. It's kind of hard for people in Nairobi to make friends. Even myself, I keep on asking myself, okay, I really need to walk. I really need to know my surroundings. I really need to know Nairobi. But you just have that. You are paranoid.
It's like a phobia.
You just say like, me nikitoka kwa nyumba simu yangu itaibiwa, I can even get robbed.
That's where anxiety kicks in.
So I just get the anxiety attacks. So when I get anxiety attacks, I'm always out of breath. Nah, that's dangerous to somebody's health. So I just assume, like, no, you're not existing. Sometimes I do just block people deliberately because they do not want to get attached. Okay. When people talk to me and think that I'm not talking to them, it's not their mistake, it's not their fault. Like, I'm trying not to get hurt. I'm trying not to get attached to you. So if I do not talk to you, please do not feel offended.
It's for your sake.
For my own sake. I do not want to die this young because of
you won't die.
I really think even if life is kind of hard nowadays, but life is still enjoyable.
Yes, we should enjoy life. And because the first time interacting with you, I just loved how you're just speaking. You really have good English, and you just said you're kind of introverted. But come on, we have interacted with more than 3 sentences, and here we are talking, we are laughing, and I really just love that. And one thing I can just say is, whatever you are experiencing right now, it is as a result of the trauma which has made you now escape instead of healing. Have you ever found yourself in a place where you feel like, I want to heal, I want to deal with this trauma that was impacted in me when I was in high school, because now this is how your life you're living. You're living a life of judgmental, and I'm sure maybe from that experience, that is what made you change. Maybe some of your behaviors changed, your interaction with people, you redefined that interaction, and that is why now you resorted to not having friends, you resorted to just maybe being a social media person, and we all need someone. That is true.
Yeah, we all need
Have,
someone.
have you really accepted that maybe it's time for you to heal?
Yeah, I've done that several times. Like I've tried making friends, but it turns out like every time I'm trying to make a new friend, just that I don't know, we don't vibe or something of the sort. People don't get it.
Or should we say, maybe you get into that friendship with a notion where maybe this person is going to judge me, or maybe this person is after something, or maybe this person will just leave afterward. So when those questions now come up, you like, then I feel not interested. You're like, obviously now you will go. Has it really affected you?
You see, they say two people cannot work together until they agree.
Yes.
Is that way?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they say birds of the same flock, they do. Is it fly or flock
Birds
together?
of the
No, the
same
same
feathers
feathers flock
flock
together. Yeah.
Mm.
So I was even thinking like, okay, I just need one person that we share the same, like we just have the same interest. Like, you know,
And what are your interests?
and even sit down, watch a movie, just have that coffee, and I'm okay with that. You know, have you ever met with people who think like you're kind of expensive and that's serious? Me, I do even githeri. Why do you even think I do pizza? Have you ever met with those people? So people are thinking of me that way.
Because of your English, I should say.
Really? Okay. We went to school. Like, let's say for instance, the people that I'm studying with. Before they go to Kenya Institute of Mass Communication, so they were in school.
Yes.
Like, how are you in Kenya Institute of Mass Communication if you do not know English? Serious? So me, I think when I was joining campus, I had this in my mind. I'm going to campus. I'll be meeting with very literate people, people who are exposed, people who are open-minded, people who will not even judge you whatever you are going to do. They are just okay. That I know it's his life. That's why should you even judge him? To my surprise, actually high school kidogo, because that's how they are very judgmental. They will even make memes of you. Yeah. So people in this, let's say people in this world, they are creating their own happiness, not knowing that they're hurting another person.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
That's what makes me think like everybody, like at apple on my bed, I just got a stick and wrote, trust nobody, suspect everybody. Like that's whatever is driving me. That's my driving force. Me, I cannot even trust you unless I've been with you for 6 years and it's very difficult for you to be with me for 6 years unless I've married you. Yeah.
Me, I want to stay with you for those 6 years.
Yeah, then marry me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Amazing conversation we are having here. And today, as you can see, we have a very special guest, Mr. Dominic. Dominic, thank you for just sharing your story with us. I know it has not been easy, but just opening up and just sharing it to other people, it has really been nice. And one thing about Dominic, we can just say it started with conflict, to betrayal, to trauma, to anxiety, to where he is right now. But I just love how positive he is in life,